My Forex Fund is one of the top 3 funding companies in the space, but there's a problem. What's going on with their customer service? What about their spreads and slippage? If you sign up for a challenge with them, are you going to fail because of poor execution? I've received a ton of messages regarding this issue, so let's see what's going on. Starting off with their customer service, as a company grows, they start to receive more and more customer inquiries, whether it's about their platform or if you've already signed up with them regarding your account. And it's clear based on the people that I've spoken with and my own experience that they need to simply hire more customer service agents. It takes well over 24 hours typically to hear back from them, and if there's an issue with your account and you're trying to trade it but your trading is on pause because you haven't heard back, it's simply an issue. Fortunately, hiring more customer service reps is typically one of the easiest hires you can make, but based on some reviews I've seen with the CEO, he's been saying for a while that they're looking to bring on more staff. I have no doubt that they have, but as the company has continued to grow, they haven't matched the pace of growth with their customer service reps. Something that's important to keep in mind, however, is many screenshots that I see of traders talking with the customer support team. They're just typically rude, not the customer support. The traders are often rude and frustrated, and it's understandable that they're frustrated, but do keep in mind that if you're rude to them, they're gonna be less inclined to want to help you super fast. So it's best that everybody just kind of stays patient. Before getting into the spreads and slippage, it's important that we talk about crypto and the fact that they don't allow you to trade crypto over the weekend. I'm not a crypto trader, so for me it doesn't matter. And even if you are a crypto trader, it's not the end of the world, but the problem that arises with this is if you forget to remove a pending order that you have on crypto. Problem with this is if we see a large spike in price over the weekend, which does tend to happen, it's not infrequent, you're actually only going to get triggered once My Forex Funds opens up their servers, and if price moves enough, it could move well beyond your stop loss and it could just turn into a massive loss and essentially blow your account overnight. So I do think that there needs to be some kind of transition and some kind of change regarding this issue. One way of potentially doing it perhaps is to have all pending orders on crypto automatically canceled before the market closes on Friday, or My Forex Funds could allow you to trade crypto over the weekend. But this is a rule that just recently came to my attention. I wasn't aware of it. So if you are trading crypto and you're with My Forex Funds, definitely consider this because it would be heartbreaking to lose your account over a rule like this. Spreads and slippage. This is probably one of the most hotly debated and one of the most important topics when it comes to funding companies. It's very important that these companies offer solid, tight spreads and that slippage is minimal. When it comes to spreads with My Forex Funds, I'm trading a $200,000 account with them, and I've had good experience, especially when it comes to the major pairs, Euro US, Pound Yen, anything that is highly traded, the spreads are fine. So you don't have to worry there. When it does get a little bit more complicated and a little bit more difficult is during times of high volatility, you will see those spreads widen, and that is natural. Depending on how much volatility there is in the market, if there's a news event, those spreads could widen to 5, 6, sometimes even more pips. And it's not necessarily the fault of My Forex Funds, it's just the nature of the market. But some traders I see get rather frustrated with this, but I don't think it's reasonable for us as traders to expect brokerages and funding companies to offer 0 pip spread during high volatility periods. But the more frequent issue that seems to come up is the slippage. The slippage is when you have perhaps a pending order or a stop loss in place, and that order gets executed but not at the price that you set into the system, and that is the slippage. Now, if you are using a 100 pip stop loss and you get executed at 102 pips, it's not the end of the world. But for traders that are using tighter stop losses, 2 pips, 3 pips, 5 pips. If you set your stop loss at 5 pips and it gets executed at -7 pips, you're taking a much larger loss than you wanted to. If you're a scalper and you're using a 2 pip stop loss and you get triggered at -3 pips, you're taking a 50% larger loss than you wanted to. And this is a major issue and basically renders those accounts and that style of trading impossible. It just can't be done with slippage of this sort. And the slippage does get worse during times of high market volatility. And again, that's not the fault of my Forex funds. But I put up on the community page of this channel asking traders if they've experienced this as well. And there's a large number of you that responded with yes. You've had sometimes not very good spreads, but more often than not, it's the slippage that is killing you. I think it's very unfortunate traders are losing their challenges or live accounts because of this issue. This effect compounds if you are continually taking losses that are larger than you intended them to be. It's not necessarily the fault of your own, it is the fault of the platform. But unfortunately, you're the one that's being penalized for it. This likely isn't an overnight fix, and it's dependent on how my Forex Funds is running their server and what broker they are using. But if anyone from my Forex Funds is watching this, it seems to be a rather common issue. So if you were to address anything that I have brought up in this video, it seems to me that it's rather clear that traders need you to improve that slippage issue. In the first video that I made several months ago, weighing out the pros and cons of my Forex Funds, one of the cons that I outlined is the fact that their drawdown rule is based on equity. Now this is still in place, and I do think it is unfortunate. There's nothing worse than running a fantastic trade in profit and having that trade hit break even, and even though you didn't lose any money, you've now violated the daily or maximum drawdown rule. So hopefully that can be transitioned over to a balanced base drawdown rule. I don't want you to think that with all of these cons, I think my Forex Funds is not a solid funding company, because they absolutely are. One of the great things about the platform is that they offer a very attractive refundable fee. They will pay you 2% of the profits that you generate during your phase 1 challenge, and they'll pay you 4% of the profits that you generate during your phase 2 challenge. And upon receiving your first payout from your live account, they will pay you a 112% refundable fee. So not only do you get back all of the money that you invested into the challenge, but you're also paid for the effort that you put forth in order to pass. They also objectively offer an easier challenge to pass than FTMO, with a 12% overall drawdown limit compared to FTMO's 10%, and their phase 1 target in order to pass is only 8% versus FTMO's 10%, and that 2% can make a rather large difference. And the drawdown rule allows you a little bit more breathing room. If you like to risk a lot, then maybe that's something that's going to be important for you to consider. You're also given a 30-day extension on your challenge if you are up 6% on your challenge after 30 days. And this is going to help a lot of traders pass, and it does alleviate a little bit of the stress and the restriction that does come with a time restricted challenge. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of my Forex Fund, some of the issues that you've been having, and also the pros that you like with this company. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, peace.